Feels like forever since I've talked to y'all, since I've recorded, since I've sat in front of my camera. It's only been like a month and some change, but for me, I was just now starting to get very consistent with my channel, so I'm like beating myself up, but I'm back, I'm better. Today's video is going to be a advice video, basically something like a girl talk. I want us to be a family. I want us to be like this, you know what I'm saying? This is just a video basically to kind of give back to thank you guys so much for the support. I just want to give you guys some advice and just kind of talk, you know? But let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first topic that I want to talk about is self-care. When you think of self-care, what do you think? Do you think like taking care of yourself, smelling good, feeling good, or do you think like mental journey, making sure that you are mentally aware? In the beginning of my self-care journey, I felt like I needed to change the outside in. When you go on the internet, what do they say? Oh, go on dates with yourself, change your appearance, and then it's like you do all those things and you still feel empty. And it's because you have to start within yourself. You cannot just expect, oh, I did all this on the outside, so now I'm supposed to just feel good on the inside. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to start from the inside and then it'll all flow. So one of my biggest things was my mom would gaslight me when she was younger. It's not on purpose, but it was just like the way she was raised. I don't want y'all to be chewing my mom out like she's a good lady, you know, she's changed. She's definitely apologized for everything that she done, but you know, obviously she had me kind of young, so she's gonna make mistakes. One of the things that she used to do was gaslight me, like say, oh, you're being dramatic, yada yada yada. So then I kind of grew up. Every time I felt some type of way, even if somebody wronged me, the first thing I would think is, oh, it's my fault. Maybe I'm being dramatic. Maybe they're right. Like I would always do a lot of self-blame, or something would happen to me that would really hurt my feeling. I would kind of beat myself up like, no, like maybe you're wrong. Like maybe you're being dramatic. And that was very toxic. When you constantly brush your own feelings under the rug, it's like it starts to suffocate you. And it's because you're not giving yourself the space and energy and time and love that you really need. Feelings are your feelings, okay? Don't ever let nobody, how you were raised, how your parent feel, make you feel like your feelings don't matter, because they do. Honestly, with my self-care journey, I feel like my relationship also helped me. When you're in serious relationship, it forces you to basically see like the negative parts of you, the parts that you don't really want to deal with, kind of just puts it on the forefront. And if you are mature enough, you'll be able to work through them. Don't get it twisted. You do not need no man, but I'm just being honest with y'all, like what it was like for me. Basically, he started to help me with validating my feeling. It's okay to feel sad about things. It's okay to cry about things. Even though I had my partner helping me and you know I was telling myself this, I still felt like I had more to go. Started trying different things. I even thought about spirituality, and one of the things that I tried was reading. And I'm gonna tell you, this book right here says Daring to Take Up Space, and I've actually found this company. It's called Shop Catalog on TikTok. The book is very repetitive, but it's really repetitive to get everything drilled in your head. Like once you have it drilled in your head, you won't need this book anymore. This book is the book that is going to validate every single feeling that somebody disrespected or told you that you are not allowed to feel. Even if it takes a week or a month for you to get through it, guess what? It still matters. Even if somebody else had it worse, even if somebody had it happen to them a million times over, it still happened to you. You still get to feel how you feel. Do whatever you're gonna do and get it out. And however long that takes doesn't make you any better or any worse. But once you master self-care, as far as like validating your feelings and setting boundaries, it's like a whole different game changer. Your mind, how you think, how you feel, you move differently. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I still have my days. There are still times where I still am almost gaslighted, or there's situations where I look back like, dang, I should have stood up for myself, you know? I should have handled that differently. I should have said something. I should have maybe exited out of that situation. I should have never put myself in that situation. You're not just gonna be like, oh, perfect. But what it will do, it will hold you accountable. It will validate your feelings. And it will kind of give you that always state of realization. So even if you trip up, make a mistake, say you had an attitude for the day and you take it out on your little brother, right? You made that mistake. He didn't deserve that. Guess what? Because you did the work on yourself, whenever you're back to your normal state, you are able to go back and apologize. And that is a very, very healthy trait when it comes to like relationship with your partner, with your friends, with your family. Before I go to the next subject, I just wanted to do a quick rundown on the website I was talking about the books. It is called Shop Catalog. So as you guys can see, I'm just showing you guys the different types of books that they have. The one that I'm showing right now is called Don't Effing Panic, and basically is a book that's supposed to help you with anxiety. I do plan on eventually getting this book. I just haven't gotten around to it, but if you actively deal with anxiety, I definitely suggest checking this book out. And as you can see, the prices are relatively cheap. Like literally these books are under $20. And just FYI, this is not sponsored. I'm literally just trying to help you guys out. But they do have like a little clothing line, and they got like little books that you can use for self-care. And they pretty much have a book for everything. Just to close this out, they do have a TikTok account and an Instagram as far as I know right now. And you can also get these books on Amazon, and there's also different types of books on Amazon. If you don't want to shop on this website, you can just literally search up healing books, whatever type of books on Amazon, and find it that way. This website kind of just has all of it in one place, and it's all cheap, so I definitely suggest checking it out. The self-care journey never really ends. You just keep on growing, you keep on progressing, you keep on becoming a different person. I'm not gonna tell y'all that my depression is completely gone, but the way that I used to be, never as bad. I used to be depressed for months, and it was very, very draining, and I didn't know how to fix it. But once I was able to take care of myself mentally and kind of just like gain better perspective on life and my feelings and other people's feelings, and holding people and holding myself accountable, definitely helped me so much. So I'm trying to make sure I touched on everything. So I touched on boundaries, books, I put songs. Somebody that I started listening to that kind of shocked me was Billie Eilish. Now I don't listen to her, but I do have some songs that kind of touch my heart, and not just because of the lyrics, but because like the emotions that go into making the song, like I'm very in tune with it. So I just suggest on just trying different genres out. Try country, try songs where they're talking about love and heartbreak and all that. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you can relate to, but just give it a chance, you know? So for my people pleasers, understand this self-care journey is going to be the most enlightening and changing for you, because I was definitely a people pleaser person. Once I figured out my worth and setting boundaries, you see everything for what it is. As long as you are a genuine person, it'll just kind of flow. You see yourself, you see your flaws, you see other people's flaws, you see who people really are. Like you really see through everything, and it really changes you as a person. I know something that was kind of surprising for me was cutting people off. When you cut somebody off, it does not have to be necessarily for a specific reason or like because they wronged you. Because I actually cut off like one person in my life, and it wasn't because she really truly wronged me. It was just like I realized I outgrew her. When I have a friend, I love them. It's not easy for me to just let you go, because my love for you, my friendship, how I treated you, how I talked to you, everything was genuine. But on the other hand, it's fine to cut people off. It's fine to outgrow people. Like it's a part of life. You don't have to feel like you got to be a certain type of way for people. Last thing for self-care, I would say conquering social media. I see a lot of people say, oh, they deleted social media and that helped them, which that's cool, that's fine, that's understandable. For me, just like slowly but steadily started just not caring. It doesn't matter what people think. Like at the end of the day, you're on my page, you got me on Snapchat, you got me on Facebook. Clearly you want to see what I'm posting. I'm gonna post whatever I want to post, because this is my life. I used to hide my likes whenever I didn't get a certain amount of likes, and now I'm just like, girl, if I don't get 100 likes, who's gonna beat me up? It's never that serious, girl. F them people. You are a beautiful girl. As long as you think that you're beautiful, that's all that matters. Next thing is basically how to become happy within yourself. So like I said, social media plays a huge part. If you are constantly comparing yourself to social media, girls, it's gonna be way hard. And y'all, I still have times where I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough, I'm not wearing enough, I'm not looking as pretty or whatever. But it's like, girl, it doesn't matter. As long as you're not no mean girl, no rude girl, you are a beautiful girl. Another thing is being okay with being low maintenance. And what I mean by low maintenance, if you guys look at me, I don't wear nails, I don't always keep my hair done, I don't wear makeup. I'm not gonna go too much into makeup because I know how people feel about wearing makeup. But my personal preference, I don't really care for makeup unless it's like an occasion. And this is not me trying to like humble myself or nothing, but it's just like, basically, I just want you guys to feel like it's still normal people out here. Just know everything that you see on social media is not so real, it's not so professional. So don't look at your life and look at yourself and say, oh my God, I need to be like them. Like, no. Just because you don't wear makeup or don't do this or don't do that doesn't make you any less, any basic as anybody else. Point blank. Who's gonna teach this young generation that they don't need all this stuff to be beautiful? Natural beauty is not embraced enough. Nothing wrong with makeup. If you want it, fine, cool, that's amazing. Still beautiful, still a queen. But for my girlies who don't either have the funds or want to, whatever, girl, you're still that girl. Period. It's okay to be low maintenance. Look at me, I'm low maintenance and I love it. I feel like a lot of these beauty standards is just because other people's do it. I blame social media, I don't blame y'all. But here's somebody who lives a regular life, and I'm just letting you know, like, you don't gotta be like that. You genuinely like that stuff, cool. I'm not knocking none of this stuff. I'm just saying, like, if you don't, it doesn't make you any less. And if you do those things, it doesn't make you any better to look down at anybody else. Just stay true to yourself, you know? Keep the originality. Okay, so next I want to dip into relationships. Oh my God, y'all, I can talk about relationships all freaking day. So if you are a young girl, please don't be chasing a relationship. It's not as hyped and amazing as it seems. You know, that also plays into social media. Like a lot of people like, oh, I want to be like Dirk and India. I know they broke up, not too much. Relationships are so much more than posting, going on cute dates and taking cute pictures and moving in together. Like it's a commitment. It's a lot. As someone who's in a committed 2-year relationship, I'm gonna let you know it's okay to be single. It is okay to put all that time, energy, effort, and love into yourself. Like a lot of people that's young, they be searching for love. They go through trauma and heartbreak and manipulation. Their first experience as a mother, now they have to be stressed out and treated wrong because their head was wrapped around relationships. Focus on yourself first. Find your self-worth and all that so that you will not have no history of settling for less or being done wrong. Find your self-worth, build yourself up, and then search for a relationship. That is the best way to do it. That is the best advice somebody's ever gonna give to y'all. Our men can be very manipulative and take advantage of you. It's a lot of things that you can experience. There's a lot of levels of being trifling and manipulation. You don't need to get into all that, okay? Princess treatment or nothing. That's all we accept. And we only accepting dudes that open the door for us and buy us flowers and treat us like the princess that we are. A dude will show you how he feels about you with his action. If he is constantly pushing you to have intercourse or be sexual, he does not really care about you. A dude that truly likes you, he's not even gonna let it get in your head that he's not taking you serious. He's not gonna let it get in your head that he may be messing around with somebody else. You won't have to wonder or think like, oh, is this working out? Like, is he treating me good? Like, I hope he's treating me good. Like, I hope. No. It will be clear as day that he likes you. Look out for the red flags. If y'all want me to do videos on relationships and red flags and what to look out for, how to set up your standards, I'll do that. Like, depending on, you know, what you guys want to see, nothing is off the table. Okay, so I feel like I touched on pretty much everything, but I did a little questionnaire on my Instagram. Nobody asked me anything except for my best friend, and that was kind of sad, but it is what it is. And the only reason I'm telling y'all that is because if this happens to you, don't feel bad, okay? You might just post something and not get any support on it. For the people who want to be YouTuber or who want to start a business, don't change your mind or completely quit on something just because you don't get the support or reaction that you're expecting. Just try not to take that type of thing personal. But let's go ahead and get into the question. So she first says self-love. We already covered that. Then she said hygiene. When it comes to hygiene, whatever works best for you. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, you gotta do this and this and this to be clean. I think that's so weird. Like, I hate that whole 4 rags thing on TikTok. Like, that's so ignorant. Like, girl, as long as you're not stained, no matter if you're using a loofah, a rag. I personally use a rag, but I'm not gonna sit here and judge the next person because they choose to bathe themselves a different type of way. If you want to just use water for your area, just use water. If you want to use a cleanser for your area, which I've been using the Love Wellness pH cleanser because that thing was expensive, so you dang skippy, I used the whole entire bottle. Before that, I used honey pot, then they changed the ingredients and I kind of like put that to the side. But now I've been just using water. It's been the same thing, so I've been thinking like, wow, I really didn't need to use all that unless I'm on my period. But it just kind of goes into society making you feel like you have to do this to be this. Like, you don't do something that you're automatically weird or nasty. And I'm just here to tell you, girl, do whatever makes you comfortable. If you have any questions, if you want me to do like a video in depth of what I do, what helps me, what works for me, I would not mind doing that as well. And the last question was how to get over a guy that was no good for you. It depends on what type of hurt or how bad he was for you. Because like I told y'all, there is different levels of trifling and manipulation and just flat out being a terrible guy. If he was manipulative, as in like he took advantage of you and kind of didn't care about your feelings and stuff like that, I would say for starters, don't go on Instagram posting about him, because dudes like that, they usually have a big ego and they're treating you so bad because it's to make themselves feel better. They're waiting to have a reaction out of you to boost their ego. The best thing that you can do is boss up. You don't know nothing about this man, okay? You don't even know his name. Don't be posting yourself sad, emotional, hurt, none of that. To get over it, you're just gonna have to go through the process. Don't rush into a relationship. Learn from your mistakes and don't make them again. But that is pretty much everything that I had to say. I did not want to make a super long video because I didn't want to talk your guys' head off. If you made it this far in the video or you even clicked on the video, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me and being a supporter of mine. I hope that this video kind of gave you guys some more perspective of me, what I'm about, what I believe in. I really want to be somebody that people can really look up to for good advice, because I really do give good advice, girl. That's me. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.